What's going on, everybody? It's Cruiser Bruiser here. Out for a little cruise on this wonderful Sunday that's really cloudy and probably going to be raining here in a few minutes. But my daughter wanted to go to Build-A-Bear, and it's up in Chattanooga, so we were taking a ride up to Build-A-Bear. They're in tow, aka right behind me. Head up here, figured I'd take the old Sporty out for a ride. Haven't been able to ride her since I got her. Brought her home the other day, and we had to go out of town Friday night. I picked her up Friday after I got off work. Brought her home, took the bat wing off, showed you a little walk around sort of. And then we took off from there to go down to Carrollton, which is, I don't know, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes from Alabama, like in middle Georgia. But anyway, I lived there for a while when I was a kid. So we went down there to my wife's niece's graduation. And yeah, we got back in the middle of the day yesterday and it started to rain, so I didn't have a chance to ride her yesterday. So I figured I'd take her out for a ride today. Enjoy a little bit of a cruise. Can't wait for this meetup. It's gonna be so much fun to get this thing up in the mountains, see how she handles. I do want to get some little bit smaller apes. I do like these. They're about 14 inches. I do like them, but I think I'd like them more if they were just a little bit lower and not as far apart, like not as wide, because you know it's obviously a skinny bike. But I may get some Z-bars or something like that for them, so we'll see how that works out. But so far, I mean, they're not too bad. I took the backrest off of the rider seat. I was going to take it off and put it in the saddlebag, but I didn't put it in the saddlebag. I'm kind of wishing I did, because I kind of need it. With these bars up like this and the way this seat is, it's a Mustang seat, but it's not the same shape as my Mustang seat was on my Shadow. Because the Mustang seat on my Shadow kind of tipped down, you know, tilted down and created like a little pocket for your ass. And it had like a little half backrest basically built into the seat. So I liked it a lot. But this one's not quite like that. It's almost like a little pan that you're sitting on. But it's really comfortable. It's just, there's no lower back support like there was on the other one on my Shadow. It was a wider seat, obviously. But I'm gonna put the backrest back on this thing, and I think it'll be fantastic because I can lean back and just sit back and cruise, you know, and cruise, enjoy the cruise. Yeah, I can see these bars being a little bit high like this. My arms going numb after a while. Just maybe, I think they're 14 inch. I might go for 12. Plus I want them black. What are we slowing down for? Going 45 and the speed limit's 55. This thing's really nice riding though. I mean, it's fairly smooth. For it to be a rigid mount, it's very, very smooth. I think once I get some Vance and Hines short shots or some kind of exhaust on here that's a little bit louder, it'll be a little rougher. Because obviously, you know, it's louder, it's gonna be pushing a lot more air, it's gonna vibrate a little more. Because Jimmy's, his is a rubber mount, and his vibrates more than this one does. But I think it's because of the aftermarket parts he has on it causes, you know, it's obviously more powerful. I guess that would make it vibrate more. Put this little baby in neutral. Neutral's not as noticeable going into it as it is with the Shadow. The Shadow, I'd go into neutral and you could feel it half click up. This one here is just like real smooth into it, so that's the only real down thing I found so far. This grip is loose. That's actually better on the Hondas. That's the only thing I found so far. I need to get a Mikuni carb on this thing. I hear they're so much better than the stock Harley carb. I'm ready to get my new mirrors on this thing too. Holy crap. Holy crap, I'm ready to get some new stuff. Woo! We're gonna go up the road a little bit. Hopefully when I get home it's not gonna be too dark. I'm gonna try to do a little walk around real quick. These freaking turn signals up front gotta go. They are ugly and gigantic. I'm gonna get little black bullets. Sell these. The good thing about upgrading, you can sell your old stuff. Just something that the bike doesn't have on it yet, then you're just out. It's all negative money spent. It's ugly now. One of the first things I'm buying though is a Willie G skull gas cap. Click, click, click. Neutral. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a Willie G skull gas cap. That's one of the very first things I'm going to purchase. One of my first purchases. At the Harley dealer, they're $50. On eBay, about 20 to 30. So eBay it is. I'm either gonna get a black one or maybe a chrome one. I don't know. I think black would look better on it, but chrome would look pretty good too. I think a chrome would actually not look too bad. I'm not a huge fan of chrome, but I think it wouldn't look too bad on there. I think black might clash a little too much with the dark red tank. Filled up 38 miles ago. I'm going to see how long I can get on this one tank. It's a 3.3 gallon, and I think it gets about as much as my Shadow did per gallon, or per tank. Because my Shadow was a 3.7 gallon. This is a 3.3. Just roughly the same. Yeah, my Shadow would get about, it would get somewhere around 140 before I'd have to switch the reserve. This one here probably be around 120 and then go to reserve, but I always fill up around 100 miles anyway, so it's not a big deal. I like to stretch about every 100 miles, so I mean, it's not like I'm really missing anything. Okay, let's turn the key off. I need to get in the habit of turning the fuel off. It goes up to turn off. That's reserve, or that's on, off. I gotta get in the habit of turning the fuel off. We're still recording? Yes, we're still recording. I'm gonna do this walk around while we still have a little bit of daylight. Alright. This is the full-on walk around of the 2000 Harley Davidson Sportster 1200. It's a lot to say, but this is it. Saddlebags are mounted on with these little rigid, solid mounts on the side, so they're not looped over or anything. They're actually on with brackets on the side. Not tag, but the turn signals are built in to the bags, which in a way kind of sucks because I don't always want bags on this thing. So I'm going to have to buy some aftermarket turn signals, which I found some that are really small black bullet turn signals for like $20 on eBay. It was about to storm. It's getting black. I got home in time. But that's that. Eventually I'm going to do away with the bags and get a sissy bar, and I'll think about doing like a king and queen style seat. Side view, Screaming Eagle intake. So I'm going to get a better intake and some black Vance & Hines pipes soon though. And that's pretty much about it. I mean, that's the walk around. All this little Gold Eagle shit is going to be taken off. Gold Eagle gas cap. That's going to be going away. But yeah, that's about it. 1200. And there we go. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. That's my Sportster. Ignore the mess on the porch. It's cleaner than it was before. We're getting everything situated, getting everything cleaned up and everything, so we're good. It'll be there eventually. But that's it. Have a nice day, guys. Later.